This will be the next part of Outward. Hope everybody's been enjoying the play so far, and it's time to continue. I'm still waiting the 3 days for Rissa Aberdeen to give me my next task. So until then, what should I do? I picked up some more occult remains and made some more elemental immunity potions, but that didn't kill enough time. So if I talk to this guy...
This worries me.
He says, I've heard a Royal Manticore has made its lair in the region. Regular Manticores are terrifying enough.
Farewell, my friend.
What do you say we go and hunt it down? First we'll get these lowly bandits out of the way. There we go. Took a few hits there, but only because I went easy on them. I could have started using elemental discharge or fireball or something on them, and I chose to just fight them instead. But I'll just bandage up, and then we're going to continue down that path to find the Royal Manticore. There it is up ahead. You'll notice back here I've set up a complete gauntlet of all my tripwire traps, as well as a pressure plate trap. I think we're ready to go. And get closer to him. It's already attacking something. I don't know what it's fighting. But while it's fighting, I'm going to prepare myself. Start with runic protection. Get warmth. Possession, because it does poison damage. I see, it's attacking a coral horn. It's even going after an alpha coral horn. Body of someone here. He's got an assassin elixir and a stealth potion. Take him. I'm actually going to drink the assassin elixir now. Drink the rage potion too. Apply a fire rag. See if I can get its attention. Now we lure it back to my gauntlet of traps. You can see how fast it is. It's outrunning me, and I drank an assassin elixir. Alright, where are the traps? Okay, they're back here. Should be able to... There they are. Come get me! That's right. You can see I set up just about all the spike traps I could. Would you give up? Dodge its spike attack. Alright, whoa! You can see it smacked me with that. Is that all my spikes? I think it was. Oh boy. Alright, let's see. Whoa. Whoa! I got him burning. Whoa, dodge all those. Alright, let's try this. Oh. Oh, he knocked me down and he poisoned me. Oh, he didn't hit me through that. Now he's gonna get me. Hey, you can see why this thing's a real nasty one. Can I? No, I can't. Nope, it's gonna get me before I can drink a potion to cure the poison. Oh well. I almost got him though. You can see even after running over tripwire traps and an explosive... one of the pressure plate traps, I still wasn't able to beat it after all that. It's not like he gave me a chance to cast other spells at him. Let's see where this ends up putting me. Let's see. Start to black out. Send someone standing above you. Warm voice comes to me. Stars and campfire. You find yourself someplace safe. Warm campfire is nearby. And note in a bottle. Alright, let's see. Got Gep's note. And his drink, which I think will fix me up. Let's see. Gep's drink will restore moderate amount of health, stamina, and mana. So we'll use it. And his note just says, hey, you were in trouble, and I gave you a hand. Can't stay to watch over you, but I tried to make sure you're comfortable. Have a flask of my own personal brew. Well, I did some damage to the Royal Manticore. I'm not really sure where I've been placed. Might be able to go back and finish it off if I cast Sigil of Fire and start fireballing it. Okay, there it is. You can see it over there. Let's see. How should I best prepare for this rematch? Cast Sigil of Fire here. Alright, let's get his attention. Dodge its spike attack. There we go. Give it a fireball. Oh! Alright. There we go. It's time to cast Incineration. If ever a moment called for it, it's now. There we go. I'm still burning, but I gotta drink my water. I'll take the fire effect off of me. There we go. I cast it in immolation on myself. The Royal Manticore has been slain. Let's see what it drops for me. We get the Star Child Claymore. It does 26 physical and 26 lightning damage. Has an impact of 52 and a durability of 500. The Dawn Weaver's knowledge showed us the way. Came from the stars, and the stars we shall follow. I get a Manticore tail, which doesn't help me. I'm not going to craft any weapons out of it. 5 raw alpha meats and 5 predator bones, along with 2 scaled leathers. There we go. You beat me the first time, and then I beat you the second time, so we'll call it a draw. I got a fun idea. Let's fry up the alpha meat I got from the Royal Manticore. First we'll put down our campfire, then our cooking pot. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to combine a raw alpha meat with the bread, and that creates an alpha. Okay, did work. 3 alpha sandwiches have been created. The rest I'll turn into jerky. Also make a bouillon de predator. And I can use a mineral tea to restore my burned health. So I'll drink that. There we go. There we go, so I turned an entire Royal Manticore. After roasting it with my magic, I roasted it at my campfire, made a sandwich, and I made some beef jerky out of it. Well, if I wasn't rich before, I would be now. The Star Child Claymore sells for 750 silver coins. So I'm going to go ahead and sell that. Imagine if I took it all the way to the heroic kingdom of Levant to sell it at the higher sale prices they give me. I can also sell the Manticore tail, which is designed to craft weapons. Sell the copal, too. Hey, look at that. He's not even going to have enough to give me for everything. Well, before I go and talk to Rissa, I gotta sell all the rest of the stuff I picked up, since the traveling merchant didn't have enough. But at the same time, I can also ask how the Soraborian caravaneer feels now that I've killed the Royal Manticore and turned it into a bunch of tasty meat snacks for myself.
This worries me.
I've heard a Royal Manticore has made its lair in the region. Well, I already killed it. In fact, for laughs, I'm going to sell you the beef jerky I made out of his corpse. I'll keep the sandwiches. Here's the hunting trainer, Tior. I'm going to talk to him, actually.
What can I do for you?
He's got a few skills that I don't really need, since I'm not using a bow and arrow. He can also increase your max health if I still had breakthrough points left, but I don't. But I think I'll buy this from him in Rage. I don't know how often I'll use it, but this just gives you the Rage boon. As you see, it burns some of your max health to use it, but I'm going to go ahead and buy that from him. Let's see how that looks, since I've never actually cast it in Rage before. Okay. That's good. I was gonna rest up anyway. Yeah, Rage will increase your impact, which is the same as drinking the Rage potion.
Hey there!
I'd like to have my equipment repaired.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's talk to Rissa and get our next task.
I'm glad to see you.
I was hoping you'd return. Well, where else was I gonna go? I live here in Berg with my new house and all that.
That's good.
You've been a great help to us. I had a feeling I'd be making you this offer.
I need you to join the Cryptea.
The Cryptea? Well, what's that? You've not heard of us. Good, then we've been doing our job.
Here's what you need to know.
I'm sure that even if you've heard of us, you'll have misconceptions about who we are and what we do. When the collective was first formed, some of us wanted to ensure that detailed records are kept of everything we did, more than simple paper could cover.
This collection of memories is the heart and soul of the collective.
So they've enshrined the memories of several of their members into an altar. They've been adding to it ever since.
It's how we have governed our people for centuries.
Alright, so they've been using the memories of their ancestors to guide and govern people.
One of our members betrayed us.
Oh boy. Let's see. She became a lich by devouring the memories of the ancestors. By anchoring her life to each of her descendants, she became immortal. You know her as the Scarlet Lady. The lich that supposedly fled to the Scarlet Moon. I thought that was a fairy tale.
She is no fairy tale.
If the Scarlet Lady were to gain control over the ancestral memories, it would be the end of the collective. She could use them to guide our decisions as she pleased, or unleash a horde of undead on Enmerkar, or worse.
We oppose the Scarlet Lady's efforts to control the collective.
We consult the ancestral memories regularly to find our potential descendants and deal with them. And why do you need me to join?
The Scarlet Lady is moving against us.
Most of our members are tied up with the war, and I cannot reach out to them for help. All I have are Gabriella and Julius right now. I need new members. Well, it sounds like you have more than just me in mind by members.
Yes. I have already asked Roland.
Roland Argenson, huh? As long as he remains with the Cryptea, I will make his blood price payments for him. He could not refuse. I don't see how he could. He lacks any way to pay the blood price on his own. I know how to use my assets. Roland feels he has nothing to lose. I would be a fool not to leverage that.
The collective depends on us.
I know this is sudden and that you might have doubts. I won't force you to remain with us afterwards as long as you keep our secrets, but I desperately need help. The collective depends on us. Protecting people from an undead lich? That sounds right up Cousina's alley. That's in her wheelhouse. Let's do that. Let's see, I hope you contribute to continue to prove helpful.
Here's what I need you to do.
I've already sent Roland to the Conflux Mountain in the Chersonese to open himself to mana. I'm honestly worried if he'll be able to handle the journey. I need you to meet him in there and keep him safe until he can open up his magical potential. If you haven't already unlocked the power of mana within you, way ahead of you there. Now is a good time. If you continue to remain a member of the Cryptea, gaining the power of magic will make communing with the ancestral memories much easier. Well, I do have the power of magic. I recently used it to slay the Royal Manticore here in Enmerkar.
Once you've finished, report to Gabriella.
Alright, go to Gabriella Sullivan. Once I finish helping Roland, she'll direct my efforts to counter the crisis. Alright, so my next task, I believe, is to go to the Conflux Mountain and find Roland Argenson, who went there to unlock his magic. That's why he's no longer in Berg right now. So I'll go out and I'll find him. I think I have to go through the Blue Chamber Collective passage to get to the Conflux Chamber to find Roland, just like I did before. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Well, while I cast my runic magic to give myself protection and the light, I'm going to say that Whispering Bones, which is the quest I'm on, has a time limit of 40 days upon starting the quest. If I don't complete the quest in that time, the Scarlet Lady manages to summon an army of ghosts to protect the final area of the mission, and it becomes a bit more difficult. So, yeah, I'm going to want to hurry and find Roland and help him out, because Roland is actually going to play a key role throughout this quest. You might remember I've been being mostly nice to him, despite it being his fault that the shipwreck that was supposed to help me pay off my blood price, and why that whole expedition wound up going down the drain, or, you know, ending up at the bottom of the sea. But I've been nice to him mainly because I want to help boost his confidence. The more confident he is, the more successful the end result of this quest will be. And that'll also come into play during this quest as I interact with him. I'm surprised the Sorborian Caravaner doesn't acknowledge that I slayed the Royal Manticore. I'll point out the Royal Manticore is a kind of unique enemy. There are some enemies in the game that once you kill them, they don't ever respawn, and the Royal Manticore is one of them. There's another one that doesn't respawn that I slayed much earlier in the game, the Wendigo in the Corrupt Tombs, because that is Balira's husband that she wants slain to get out of her magical bond to him. There's another kind of Wendigo that you can slay that also never respawns. It's called the First Cannibal, and it's located in the Face of the Ancients here in the Enmerkar region. I probably didn't point this out, but the Royal Manticore lair is in this area that I marked with the blue circle. Yeah, the first time I played this game, I went into the Face of the Ancients and managed to kill the first cannibal. And when you kill him, he drops another unique mace, one that does cold damage rather than fire damage like the obsidian mace I crafted, or like Merton's fire poker. I think it has the same kind of stats as Merton's fire poker, but instead of fire damage, it did cold damage. It's a pretty nifty weapon, one that can get you through the whole game if you want to use it. Alright, so we're back in the Chersonese region. The Conflux Mountain is right up ahead, and that's where we're going. It's a little cold. I can see it's actually starting to snow again. So I'll cast Warmth on myself, as well as Runic Protection, just to be sure. Now you can see the snow is coming down again. We're on day 100 of the adventure. I'll avoid most combat since the enemies here aren't very strong and will really only get in my way and clutter my inventory with their items that I don't need anyway. With the preservation backpack I can travel and my food barely goes down at all. Yeah, the preservation backpack is one of my favorites. It's why I usually settle things with Balira peacefully during the Vendavel quest, since she gives you this nifty backpack that holds 75 and keeps your food from deteriorating. Casting Warmth doesn't appear to have been enough to keep me completely warm. Good thing I got a torch. I do find it kind of funny that the Light Mender's Lexicon weighs 0.1 weight heavier than the makeshift torch. So a book is heavier than a torch. Makes perfect sense, eh? That looks like the entrance to the Blue Chamber Collective passage. This is the same one Cousina herself used quite some time ago to learn the ways of magic. And now Roland's taken the same path, so let's equip my Light Mender's Lexicon and head in. Let's see, is Roland here? I don't see him, although it is pretty dark. Here's what I'll do to fix that. I'll summon my glowy, sword.
How can I help you?
There we go. This is the path of the Sheriff's ley line that the Blue Chamber Collective maintains. I've already gotten my magic. I'm looking for someone who came this way. He's a Tramontane man, kind of clumsy.
Oh, this is troubling.
Yes, he was just by here a moment ago. A damned fool took a wrong turn to the left almost immediately without even his sword drawn. There's a damn rock mantis nest that way, and he blundered right towards it. I can only hope he's less careless than he looks, or he might already be that thing's dinner. Oh dear. Well, I better go help Roland. Lucky for him, I'm much more adept in the ways of magic now. Let's see. I hear fighting. I'm assuming that might be Roland. Maybe Roland already killed it. Who knows? Whoa, there it is. There we go, I got it. Alright, the guard said that the rock mantis slayer was... There he is. Hey, Roland.
Oh, what?
Oh, Cousina, that was you who saved me? Thank you, I really owe you one. That rock mantis nearly had me. Well, you're injured. Hang on, I can patch you up. I have some bandages on me. I can handle it myself. You keep going. Okay, if that's what you want. Just try not to get into any more trouble.
Yeah, bye.
Right, I'll try to avoid running into anything else lethal today. Thanks. Alright, there's a reason I decided to let him go ahead and fix himself up. Again, this is to help boost his confidence, since that'll be important. Also a little heavy now, so I'll switch back to the obsidian mace. Isn't that cute? A troglodyte thinks it can get in my way now. Here's an interesting find. I found this in a trog chest. It's the alchemy recipe for crafting incendiary charges. Okay, I've arrived at the ley line. I believe Roland is here. He should have already unlocked his magic potential. There he is. Guess I can talk to him now. He's holding a runic great blade. Although he doesn't look too good. Let's talk to him.
Oh, Hilat's name. Everything hurts. Everything hurts.
I had no idea the mana ritual was so painful. Roland, exactly how much of your life did you sacrifice to tap into the ley line's mana?
I wanted as much mana as I could take.
Oh dear. He must have given him a lot of life and stamina to get mana. But, yeah, I'll be nice to him though. You must have gained a ton of magical power. How does it feel?
With this, I can actually reshape my future.
I feel worn and empty, but also full of power. For the first time in my life, I can actually reshape my future.
Nice.
I'm already able to use magic. See this sword? I made it myself out of my own mana. I can make a blade whenever I need one. So a sword made of mana, that's pretty impressive for being brand new at magic. So I'm guessing you know how to use it? It might be made of mana, but it's still a sword. The pointy end goes into the bad guys. How hard could it be to use? Really makes a good point there.
Hey, can you do me a favor?
While we're back in the Sheriff's, there's somewhere I want to go. I'd feel better if you came along.
There's this cave on the beach near Cierzo.
When we were kids, Izan and I went into the starfish cave on the beach. I lost something there, something that belonged to my father. Alright, sure, why not? It's not that far out of the way.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see, it means a lot to me. The cave I'm talking about is the one near Cierzo's back door on the beach where the tunnel from the storage tunnel comes out. I know where it is. I've been to the Starfish Cave before. And Whispering Bones updates. Find Roland in the Starfish Cave south of Cierzo. The tides will make it so that you can only access the cave at night. So now I have to find Roland at the Starfish Cave. It won't be open during the day, but I can wait till nighttime to go in. So I'll make my way there. We're near where the Vendavel Fortress is. The bandits here will probably still be hostile to me, but at this point I'm so powerful as a wizard that messing with me would be a mistake on their end. Alright, I stopped to use my alchemy kit to make some potions and such, and I see the incendiary charges aren't that hard to make. I combined thick oil, iron scraps, and salt to create the explosive incendiary trap for pressure plates. So now I can make them myself, I just need pressure plates to use them. And since Levant is the only place I can buy pressure plates, and I can't craft them, it won't be too useful for a while. Mainly because I can't get into the city of Levant while the war is going on. Actually, forgot I have these weather defense potions. I drank one of those, and with the warmth spell, I no longer need the torch to keep from getting too cold in the snow. Here's the beach. You can see the Sierrazo Lighthouse, which technically I still own as a home. And the Starfish Cave is right up ahead. It's not nighttime yet, so it won't be open to me, or to Roland, so when I get there, I'll have to find a place to make camp and wait out the day until nightfall. As you can see, during the day, the tide comes in, and then there's no way to get through here, but the water is clean, so I'll take some, gather up some seaweed, and what I can do, I'll put down my tent and I'll rest here for some until the tide goes down. Unless I can't put the tent down in here. Looks like I can't. I'll have to put it somewhere else. There's a special kind of tent called a fur tent, where if you have that, you can put it down and sleep in it, and it'll protect you from cold weather. But I have a luxury tent. I don't think it actually does that. It offers high sleep quality, quickly healing the user. Sleeping in this tent gives a huge bonus to stamina use. But I don't think it'll protect me from the cold the way a fur tent can. I can probably set up a camp in the Sierrazo storage, and if not there, I'll just go into Sierrazo itself. I just need a place to get out of the cold so I don't catch a cold while I'm outside. There we go. I'll just sleep in my tent in here for an hour. It says a 100% chance of ambush, but if weak troglodyte's going to be what ambushes me, I'm not that worried about it. It goes without incident. So much for a 100% chance of ambush. Alright, should be nighttime now, so I'll grab my tent, head back out, and see if the tides have moved. There we go. Tides have gone down. Just gotta find Roland. He's probably gonna be in combat with something, because I know there's usually mantis shrimp down here. Alright, let's take care of the mantis shrimp here. Yeah, I casted Blessed on myself, so you don't do as much lightning damage to me. There we go, beat down the mantis shrimp. There's Roland. Guessing you're okay?
I've made a terrible mistake.
Let's see, I gave up so much of my life to the ley line that my body is as frail as a spider web. I'll never shake this blood price. I'll never amount to anything. Come on, Roland, get your chin up. There's always hope if you keep at it.
Oh, right. Hope.
That little carrot you dangle in front of a horse to make it keep going. Life's already beaten me with a damn stick. Why should I care about the stupid carrot? So what is it you've been looking for? It's my dad's old compass. Izan and I took it when we were kids to run around outside. You can imagine how that ended up. Stupid shrimp would have killed us if it wasn't for that old gate warden saving us. It's all I have to remember my dad by. I can see why you came back for it then.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for helping me find it. I won't forget this.
I'll see you back in Burr.
Alright, so I'm going to report to Gabriella once I've caught my breath. And he gave me 2 Termit Potages and 2 more Astral Potions, and Whispering Bones' log has been updated again. This time I have to talk to Gabriella in the city of Berg. So my task here in the Scherzanese is concluded. I've returned to Berg, and I believe my next task was to talk to Gabriella Sullivan. Yeah. She's usually right over here, where Roland usually hangs out. In fact, Roland's back. Let's talk to him.
No. Oh no! Oh no!
Gabriella chewed me out over letting a rock mantis get the better of me. I should really pay more attention to my surroundings. Don't worry, you'll be alright. I'm coming with you for the next mission.
At least one of you knows what they're doing.
Roland told me about how you bailed him out at Conflux Mountain. I'm glad Rissa sent you.
I need you to prove you can stare death in the face and come out on top.
I slayed a Royal Manticore, if that helps. Now, if you want me to accept this, I have to prove I can handle a serious fight. Again, Royal Manticore. It beat me up once, but then I went back and fireballed it.
Here's the plan.
Let's see, there's an old temple that belonged to the Cabal of Winds in Enmerkar that's been a lair for scourge beasts since they emerged. The other day, I saw a distinctive bright green shell horror enter the place. I want you to go and kill it. Okay, sure, we can do that.
This is bad.
Have you even fought one before? You're either foolishly overconfident or you've been up to things that even I haven't heard about. I hope for your sake it's not the former. It's not.
Don't forget to take Roland with you.
The temple is up on the mountain in the southwest of Enmerkar Forest. You will know it when you see it. Come back here when that monster is dead. Don't forget to take Roland with you. He's being tested too. Let's see. Can I talk to Roland? Talk to Roland and Berg. Yeah. Alright, so let's talk to him.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
There's no way I'm ready to take down a shell horror. Those things are massive. I don't know how to work my mana yet either. What's wrong with your mana? You were able to kill that. You were able to summon your sword just fine.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Yes, but it bends a lot while I have it out, and it feels blunt half the time I swing it. My mana reserves are huge, but I can't seem to focus them properly. Well, I am a professional wizard. Maybe I can help you out. Perhaps we could find somebody to make you a tool that'll make it easier to focus your magic.
Could you ask for me?
I'd be glad to. So now we get another optional task. We can find a smith in Berg to make the trinket for Roland so he can help use his magic better. I believe I have all the ingredients I need for it. I just have to go and get them. I think I have them stashed in my house, so I'll go and get them right now. If I remember right, the proper ingredients to make it are a mana stone, either a ruby or an emerald. I have a ruby, and a blue sand, so I'll take a blue sand. And I think that should do it. I believe the smith that can craft the item for Roland is this guy here, Talaron. Let's talk to him.
What can I do for you?
You look like something is bothering you. Is there something a master smith can help with? Maybe there is. Someone I know needs a tool or something that helps them to better focus his mana. Can you help?
I wonder.
Focus mana, you say? Oh, you must mean Roland. He was here the other day, showing me that magic blade of his. Yes, I think I could make a trinket of some kind.
Here's what I need.
I'll need either an emerald or a ruby. I have a ruby, as well as some blue sand and a mana stone. Bring them here and I'll craft the trinket. So I'll bid him farewell, and the quest log updates. Talaron and Berg needs blue sand, a mana stone, and either an emerald or ruby, and I have those.
Here's what I need.
He'll ask me if I have the materials he needs, which I do. Here you go. I'll get started right away. Should I work with the emerald or a ruby? Use the ruby. Doesn't matter which gem you pick, I don't think. I don't think it matters which gem you give him. A ruby or an emerald works. It was tricky work, but I think this will do nicely. All Roland will have to do is clutch this trinket in his palm and channel that blade through it, and it will always be sharp and solid. I'll make sure this gets to Roland. I'll send a courier. He'll bring the trinket to Roland within the hour. Alright, thank you very much. I can check and see if Roland's got the trinket. If he's still in Berg, he might have already left for the Cabal of Wind Temple to go take on the green shell horror, but I can run over and talk to him and find out what he has to say now that he has the trinket.
Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Alright, I'll tell him it's time to go kill that green horror. Meet me at the Cabal of Wind's Temple.
All right, I'm on my way there.
We'll never know unless we try. See, at the old temple. You've seen it, right? It's that large ruin on top of the mountain in Enberkar. There we go. And Roland vanishes because he's on his way there. Now I have to go to the Cabal of Wind's temple and kill the green shell horror beast. So I'll be making my way there next. You might remember I came up this way earlier because the Friendly Immaculate's cave is near this area. It's to the south of this area, around here. The region with the green square. So now I have to find my way into this temple so that I can kill a green shell horror. The big difference between it and a regular shell horror is that it's green. And it'll drop a green... It'll drop a green body plate once it's dead, so... Yeah, that's the big difference. Oh, looks like there's an Immaculate here. Might have to take him on, so... Cast this. Drop my bag. And then we cast Fireball. Yeah? Oh, nice dodge. Yep. Not sure how he fell backwards like that. Don't think I hit him with anything. There we go. And if I can take him, the green shell horror shouldn't be any trouble. Oh, he had an emerald on him. So if I still needed either a ruby or an emerald, I could have gotten it from this guy. Good to know. And I think there's a way to get in over here. Yeah, Cabal of Wind Temple. I can enter from this hole in the ground. Alright, so now we're in the temple. There's the green horror. Where's Roland? I know I sent him here. If you look in there, that's where the green shell horror is hanging out, but I gotta find Roland first. Where is he? We're supposed to take this thing out together, Roland. Where are ya? Is he by the rope? Is he down somewhere? That's a regular shell horror. Knight's corpse. That's not Roland. He has a recipe for a Manticore Great Mace. He also has a Bread of the Wild and some other nice stuff on him. So I'll take that. Go ahead and use the recipe. Not that I need a Great Mace, but now I know how to make a Manticore Great Mace. Hello there. Let me guess, you want to fight. You seem another guy here. Obviously I'm not going to get the answers out of you, so I'm just going to club you to death. Oh, there's more of them. This looks like a job for another fireball assault. Oops. I know you're there, and I know you're alive. It's playing the bigger... Oh, that's why. There's a shell horror coming. Alright. Time to cast the big fireball on him. I think it's stuck. I will take full advantage. Drink some water to get the burning effect off me. Alright, let's go kill the Illuminator horrors. I should have casted Possession first. That's fine, I got some healing potions. Boy, those hurt. Drink my other life potion, that's where I got it. Alright, time for you to burn. Starting to think Roland will show up once I actually start the fight with the green horror. There we go, should have a good falling back point there. Next I'll cast Runic Protection. I'm going to cast Possession. I'm going to cast Blessed. Then I'm going to bandage up again. Next I'm going to cast Runic Blade. And then we'll cast it again to get the Runic Great Blade. Now I'll put down my bag and open the door. Oh, there's Roland. He was just waiting for me to open the door to come in. Take that. Now we'll both use our blades on him. That's right, hit him, Roland. I better... Oh, he went down. I hope he's alright.
We did it. We actually did it. And I'm not dead.
Yeah, you carried your weight there. Good work.
Oh, thank you.
For the first time in my life, it really feels like I did. Thanks for everything. Let's rip a trophy off this thing and show Gabriella, eh? Sounds like a plan to me, Roland. Let me go ahead and grab my bag. Alright, well I guess my traps didn't come into play. Go ahead and loot the green shell horror. And it's got a horror chitin, 3 ghost eyes, and the green horror chitin. And since we need that to complete the mission, I'm going to pick that up. Then I got to pick up the rest of my stuff and then head back to town. I dumped some gold bars and some other items in my stash. Now we'll bring the chitin back to Gabriella Sullivan.
Hey there!
Did you kill the green horror yet? I sure did.
Did you bring back proof?
I did indeed. Here's a piece of its green chitin.
Huh. Well done.
And this is from the monster, all right. I can smell the blood on it. You must have done a bang-up job on the thing.
Excellent.
Well, I'm satisfied that you know how to handle yourselves. I'll initiate you both the moment you're ready. The sooner both of you are connected with the Ancestral Memories, the better.
Can you go fetch Julius?
I'll need an experienced Cryptea mage for this. In the meantime, Roland, come with me. We're going to the necropolis to prepare for the initiation. Alright, where can I find Julius?
Julius has been staying at the inn.
Alright, so find Julius in the inn and talk to him. Talk to Roland again. You're the one who really handled the fight. You should be the one to report on all the juicy details. Oh, you helped too. I saw you smack it a few times with your energy blade. And we both kind of pulled out big energy blades and went all Star Wars on the green horror. Anyways, let's head into the inn. Whispering Bones has been updated. Talk to Sacred Battleborn. Well, why wouldn't I talk to Julius? Oh. That might be why. He's dead. Sagard? What happened?
Oi, you! Yes, you!
Go fetch Rissa. One of her idiots just tried to stab me. Is that Julius's corpse behind you? What happened?
He was talking with the girl in red, and it turned into an argument.
She was telling him that there was something she needed to do, and he was refusing, telling her that he wouldn't let her throw her life away.
She said if I don't get into that necropolis, my mistress will kill me.
And I decided it might be a good idea to ask them a few questions.
That's when he tried to take me with a dagger.
The girl grabbed something off his belt and bolted for the door. Julius, you idiot! This sounds like the oldest story in the book.
Oh, it's on!
What are you blabbering about? One of Rissa's goons tries and murder me, and you're concerned about the girl that ran instead? Hey, you'll have to go and get Rissa yourself. I have to catch up to that woman before she breaks something important in the necropolis. Oh yeah. So I gotta find Gabriella in the necropolis under the blue chamber. Yeah, because she and Roland both were heading towards the necropolis. So now I have to head back to the Blue Chamber and head back into the necropolis. Last time I was there, I was pursuing the attackers from Levant that tried to blow the place up. Well, now Julius has been stabbed, and I've got something to do. Now I have to head into the necropolis and find Gabriella and Roland and see if I can help them to catch that girl. There's Cyril Turnbull. He's the guy that taught me Mist, which I might want to cast while I'm in here, since there's going to be lots of ghosts to fight. Alright, while I'm starting off, let's cast my Runic's Protection and the Lantern. Also cast Mist on myself. Whoa, there's a hostile ghost already. It's gonna be hard to hurt it with this. I got an idea. Let's lure the ghost away from the door. Now we'll grab my stuff. Dodge the ghosts again. I need you ghosts over here. Run back out. Since I know there's going to be hostile ghosts right off the bat. Alright, this time I'm going to cast Runic Blade. We're going to apply a Spiritual Varnish to the Runic Blade. And we're going to head back in. Alright, ghosts. Round 2. Now that I'm ready for you. Try my puncture skill on him. There we go, that ghost is done. Alright, both ghosts are down. Let's see, can I go this way? Yes, I can. Alright, I think this is where I'm supposed to go. Ooh, I think that's Gabriella up ahead.
Oh, thank the ancestors.
Let's see, we're in a bad spot right now. Did you find Julius? Julius is dead. He tried to stab Sacred Battleborn on account of a girl in red who said she really wanted to go to the necropolis or her mistress would kill her.
Oh, lovely. I can see where that story's going.
She let herself be manipulated by the enemy. What happened to you two? You're injured.
As soon as we got this far, ghosts started pouring out.
They came from the bottom of the necropolis. I think they're remnants that frayed off from the Ancestral Memories. That damned lich worshipper must have already started to corrupt them. I got taken by surprise. If it wasn't for Roland, you gonna be alright?
This is bad.
The injury isn't fatal, but I won't be lifting a sword for a while. I'm gonna have to count on you and Roland to stop her.
Here's the plan.
The ghosts are in a blind fury and sealed the way deeper. I need you to find the altars for the Sutherland and Aberdeen families and make an offering there. If you burn some greasy fern at the altars, it will calm the ghosts down that they'll recognize us. If you don't have any, scour the necropolis. We use greasy fern when commuting with the ancestors, so there should be enough here. Alright, so my quest log updates. Burn a greasy fern at the 2 altars in the necropolis. Well, I already have greasy ferns on me, so that won't be a problem. Although my sword just vanished. I might need it to fight hostile ghosts, so I better go slow through here. Make sure I'm not about to run into one. Alright, let's cast my Runic Blade again. We'll cast Mist again. Alright, I think I have to interact with this skull effigy. Yep, makes a ghost spawn. So we'll fight the ghost. There we go. Come on, you want some ghost? There we go. Take them both down. Alright, one of these I have to burn the greasy fern on. I think it's here. And the blue skull effigy. Pick it up. A red ghost spawns. Let's fight it. There we go. We'll maul it quickly, because we got the anti-ghost powers. I'm thinking I need the blue skull effigies to make this work. Is this an altar? Yeah, the Aberdeen altar. Spirits bound to this altar are terribly agitated. Only a burnt offering of a greasy fern will calm them down. Let's burn a greasy fern on the altar. The spirit recognizes you and lowers its guard. There we go. That's one. Alright, now I think I have to go back to the other one, and that will let me use another greasy fern on the other altar I'm supposed to burn one on. Looks like this is where they keep their greasy ferns. I'll just help myself to a few of them, since I can also use them to make greater life potions. Alright, let's recast the runic blade. I'll apply another spiritual varnish. There it is. Take the blue skull effigy. Drop this and start attacking. Here's another ghost. I don't even have to put my stuff down, I'll just zap you. Another blue skull. Pick it up. I missed. Oops, I didn't mean to cast Spark. Take that. This next ghost won't be a problem. There we go. Took it down. Go ahead and do that. Next we interact with the Sutherland family altar. Spirits bound to this are agitated. Burn a greasy fern. And that should calm them down. There we go. Talk to Gabriella.
Huh.
Good work on the
Well
barrier.
done.
Roland went up ahead to deal with the altar and our unwelcome guest. You're still injured. What if a ghost comes after you and there's no one here to back you up?
Here's the plan.
I don't matter, but that altar and the memories within, if they aren't cleansed of the Scarlet Lady's influence, the collective and anyone in it will suffer greatly, so go. Alright then. That's an interesting looking tree. Who's that?
Off with you!
I've got nothing to say to living people. These bones won't be put to rest on their own.
What?
Is that one of the ancient blue skulls? How'd you get that without being torn to shreds?
Listen up.
Alright, look, I don't care if you're a grave robber or a member of the Cryptea. Just gather all four for me. Alright, sure, here you go.
What?
And I get an ornate bone shield from him for bringing these to him. They seem stuck together. What the?
Fine.
I think they want to come with you. They must have a knack for bringing people together. So now I have the ornate bone shield, which does 19 physical damage and 13 ethereal damage. Morbid shield made by the deranged gravekeeper to reward you for robbing graves. Inflicts haunted on shield charge. That'd be a pretty neat shield if I were using shield charge. But since I'm not, we'll probably just end up selling it. Alright, now we'll try to find out where Roland and that tree thing were and how I get to them. There's nothing I can do with this right now. Alright. I think I have to keep pressing on this way. Ah, there's someone here. That's Roland. Let's talk to him.
Thank a lot you made it. I really don't like this.
She already added her entire spirit to the Ancestral Memories. They're in agony. Can you hear them? Can you see them? No, I can't. How bad is it, Roland? Really, you can't see it. The Ancestral Memories are in a frenzied storm around that altar, and there's this huge streak of red wind winding around it. Yeah, I'm not seeing that.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
She's already done serious damage to them. So many of the memories are tainted with red. It's hard to tell where she ends and the ancestral memories begin. I think I might be able to use my mana sword to cut her spirit out of that mess. It's risky, but if I jam the blade in just the right spot, we have a chance.
Stand back.
Once I start cutting, memories and ghosts will start pouring out of the storm. Alright, well, won't you get caught in that, though?
I'll have to take that risk.
I don't see any other option. Rissa said if we lose the ancestral memories, the whole collection will suffer. Are you sure you can handle it?
I know exactly what I have to do.
Now stand back and let me work. As Roland plants his mana sword into the air on the altar, a violent burst of energy blinds you. Then a woman's scream breaks the air and red energy rushes past you. As the brilliant light fades, Roland remains, his eyes glowing with a strange fey light. What in the world? Well, that's Roland, I think, although his name has changed to Whispering Bones. That's the name of the quest. Let's talk to him and see what he has to say. Roland's not only looking different, but sounding different, too. We are Whispering Bones. We thank you for saving us. Roland, are you still there? Fear not, Cousina. Roland is with us. He has saved us, and now he is one of us. We can show you. A vision fills your sight. You see ghostly shapes swirling in a large, slow vortex. Roland is at the center, grinning. He seems satisfied. As you can see, your companion is part of us now. Together we will safeguard the memories. What are you? We are a lich. We are Whispering Bones. We are the guardian of the ancestral memories. We will gladly work for the good of the collective. We can grant you a boon. We have the knowledge of the most ancient of ancestors. We are the living history of the collective. Please tell us how we can help you. I'm going to ask him to expand my mana. Easily done. Close your eyes, and we shall share the memories of our greatest mage. He will show you how to tap into your hidden reservoirs of will. Yeah, I accept. Then so shall it be. Memories of a great mage flow unto you. You gain intimate knowledge of the wells of power within you. We hope you are pleased by the boon we have granted. You and the Cryptea are always welcome to speak with me. We have much to do and think and remember. Please do not bother us at this moment. It is difficult for us to get used to our new life. Perhaps another time we can help you. Well, let's see what my quest log says about this. Talk to Rissa in the necropolis Orenburg. So wait, Rissa's here in the necropolis? And Roland gave me another recipe, or, well, the lich that used to be Roland. Let's see, I guess in a way it kind of still is him. Alright, I'll leave the Whispering Bones to its task of defending this place while I find my way out. I decided to equip the shield I got so I could move a little quicker, since it was basically the item weighing me down, but if I equip it, it won't do that. Here's Rissa. She is in the area, I guess right before I exit, so let's talk to her.
What happened down here?
I just saw Gabriella. Take a look downstairs. We have a new friend.
This is troubling.
I'm afraid I don't understand. Where's Roland? What happened here? He's been turned into a lich, but he's not a hostile one. His spirit has merged with the ancestral memories. You should probably ask, well, them for the details.
Is this true? Roland? A lich?
And he's become part of the ancestral memories. This is a huge change, one that I pray is for the best. If this lich really is willing to help us, then we have leveled the playing field against the Scarlet Lady. I should hurry down and speak with him.
You have my deepest gratitude.
I'm glad I confided this mission to you. Your actions made a great difference today, although no one in the collective will ever know what you did for them. Well, if the Cryptea ever needs my help again, you know where I live. I do indeed. Thank you for choosing to remain with us. Your continued aid is welcome. I am proud to count you as family, Cousina Aberdeen. Thank you for all you've done for us. Let's see, I get 2 gold bars and some more bolt varnish, and Whispering Bones has been completed. I've also gained a new quest called Ancestral Peacemaker, which, in another 3 days, Rissa will give me what is the final quest of the Blue Chamber Collective tasks. And if I can complete that in one video, it may just be the final part of Outward. So until then, I thank everyone for watching, and I will see you for the next video.